So, hello traders, welcome to this today's webinar. In this webinar, we would like to go through several things of price action methodology, which will help you to understand the market more properly. Actually, this kind of method of understanding and reading the charts helped me in me personally in my viewing the chart very much, and it really opened my eyes. So, in this webinar, you will learn new profitable laws of price action and its structure, which can improve your trading and profitability for any system you are using. This kind of methodology is used all professional traders, which I, let's say, met, and this is really the most important lesson I've got from my mentors. They using this kind of methodology different way, but the basics are the same. Uh, you can use acquired knowledge for long-term, middle-term, or short-term trading. These principles are applicable for every time frame, and it is beneficial for everybody who is interested in markets and their cycles because uh, bec let's say after this webinar you should also spot where market is changing their trend direction, let's say on weekly graph also. So we will start with the first, let's say, stone of this price action method, and it is a price action pyramid. We have here the basement, and it is the momentum. Uh, this one, momentum, and yeah, because of this first basement of the pyramid, we will choose the direction of our trade. And we need to follow momentum because why momentum? Uh, the money on the markets are made when the market is moving. So it means that we would like to go with the movement. So we need to spot the place where momentum will be the most probable to happen, and then we will choose the direction of our trade with the momentum. Also, it means that we go with a nice risk-reward ratio. We can choose less risk to our trades, and we as a trader we need to choose very carefully where put our money into risk. Second one is volatility. It's also for beginners very hard, for example, and very frustrating. They are trading, for example, some simple swings, but sometimes market do not pull back to the swing, previous swing, and go directly without you. And sometimes market go just straight to the structure, and let's say you are stopped up, you are stopped out from the market. We will show some basic principles of that. And third one is structure. Let's say after we spot momentum and volatility, then we go to the structure, and we need to be sure that we go to the zones which are, let's say, logical. We cannot go, for example, against some high time frame zone from low time frame chart. And let's say top of the pyramid is trade levels and timing. This is the last thing, and it's actually our trade when we in exact time enter the market. Let's go to another slide, and we will show the basic of the pyramid. So momentum movements. I think every trader likes trading with trends, and really this is the first thing we need to spot. You can see these momentum movements are the green candles, and how we can spot it. Usually, momentum movements are the ones with bigger bars, like here or here, and also they have, let's say, smaller wicks, like here. And what does this communicate to us? These lower wicks means that there is less profit taking. For example, in this candle, there was much more profit taking than here. Also, these big green candles tells us that there is, let's say, bigger money participation, and that there are, let's say, in the market, fundamental traders or bigger traders. So we would like to go with smarter money, let's say. And third one, let's say, specific how we can spot moment of movement is that there is candles in a row with this same color. It means that uh, there the overall order flow is one-sided. And we as a trader, we need to understand the complex order flow. Usually beginners, they are, let's say, trading hammer or shooting star, or single candle pattern, but they do not pay us, attention about overall order flow. And this is let's say the main lesson you should take from this webinar, and definitely take a note. So I just told what is behind and what is telling us about order flow and how we can use it. Definitely, this is the movement we would like to go. We don't want to go against the trend, because if you see, if I would open short here, there is let's say less money to be made. If I open trade here, I can make much more money. Okay, we go to the other slide. Volatility. Volatility, it tells us how market is moving. If let's say if volatility is high, it means that market is going up and down, and there is no, let's say, directional movement in the market. I will show you here. This is the volatile market, and it's like in one consolidation, but after breakout with this momentum movement, where let's say uh, there were bigger money. Market just started moving very fast here, corrective movement, and faster here. Also, I will show you it another chart. We can go to the trading view, and we can look from different time frame, 15 minutes. I just put there New Zealand dollar and USD. Okay, and we can start moving in chart, and then to spot volatility and also momentum movements. So we can see that chart is, yes, we have this moment of movement. So definitely we would like to prefer going short. And you can see that there is also another movement still. We would like to go short. I will go straight. Now we have a moment of movement against us. It means that, okay, maybe this is a change of the direction. What does us also moment of movements can be really nice to spot the trend changing here. So from this moment to movement, we could go this flip from this correction movement and go above. We have moment of movement here, moment of movement here, still go short. Moment of movement here, you know, there is now bigger volatility here and moment of movement up. So maybe there is some kind of change of direction. I would still wait till market will, let's say, broke this level with moment of movement. But yeah, it didn't happen, so we are still waiting. But definitely, we can go through different charts if you want. Just put your comment below the video, select the chart, and we can go with this kind of method of reading the market. Also, I didn't talk about corrective movements. We should use corrective movements for our entries, and usually they are described with smaller candles and let's say gray. There are, let's say, bigger wicks between green and red, and also greater mix of color of the candles. And it communicates us that there is some profit taking, but not so strong. The, let's say, the orders to open short position, or let's say close the long position, is not so strong against this bull run, in this case on future index Nasdaq 1 hour chart. So definitely we would like to go still with order flow. Also there is, let's say, statistical uh, proven fact that about 70% of momentum movement is followed to the same direction, and there will be at least testing of high swing. And why it is? Because the guys or the traders who are in the market are still anticipating after corrective movement that there will be at least two retests, and they are still waiting about the test of this swing high uh, until there is some sign of, let's say, weakness or something which could, let's say, indicate that the market will change the direction. They will still hold position until that sign, and then there is likely to be, let's say, profit taking, huge profit taking, and in the end some consolidation or even changing of the trend. So volatility, as I mentioned, is very important because, for example, this chart, you can see that there is not such volatile movement. It is only one directional movement, and you would like to go with this momentum. And after this movement, the corrective movements are not so big. So in this kind of movements, you shouldn't wait to take short position. Usually, beginners are hoping that market will go to this to this consolidation, but this is not likely to happen in the market. And after, let's say, market is very after a long move, let's say big movement, market is starting consolidating. They are just opening short position, and it is why, and this is wrong because if volatility and pullbacks are bigger, it means that there are more counter traders. And in this situation, it's unlikely that you will make more money than before. So in this case, you can see that market just slow down and there is bigger volatility. And we will talk about structure, and then we will go to the other examples. And this is the same graph. It is Swiss franc and euro, and this is weekly chart, Swiss euro. Before it was 1 hour, and you can see that this was very important zone from weekly chart, and these weekly zones and bigger zones from bigger time frames are are viewed or are monitored by traders from, let's say, big institutions, and you should not open, let's say, the short in general in this kind of area, because their orders are much more bigger than the orders from intraday perspective of small traders. And in the end, you can see that in this area, it is the same area, the market started to be volatile. So you can spot this kind of, let's say, behavior in shorter time frame, but from weekly, you know that this kind of movement and happening on the market chart is likely to happen. We can go from various markets. We will show you. Let's go for Japan, for example, from point of history. Okay, you can see, for example, here, market is trending up and now there is consolidation. And in the end, it's just with impulsive movement. Okay, I need to go. Okay, with impulsive movement, change of direction, and now you would like to go short until there will be impulsive movement against you. In the end, we broke the swing, impulsive move up, so now we are going long. Uh, Here from this pull, you can see this is also a nice structure level, and also after that we have this consolidation, volatility, and going down, and again and again. We can go to different market. Let's go to Euro USD. Euro is Swiss franc we were talking about. Also, we are turning up. You can see the volatility here, that it is very high volatility, and also the pullback testing here. It seems like stop loss hunting, but in the end, market changes direction after some volatile structure here. There are also volatile structure changing direction, and you can see that this is very important level. This you have resistance here, here, and here. So uh, if you combine this price action pyramid with different styles of your trading, you can just, if you are using indicators or some patterns of price action like Harami and so on, I think you can build nice strategy from that. We can go to another chart. Let's go to Dow Jones. You can see the Dow Jones were trading. I just put there our strategy tester, and again I put there 4 hour time frame. But you definitely can try this at a time frame like 5 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, I go faster, and you can see that if market is trading, trending like here, how it will behave. Now we have impulsive movement down, so definitely we would like to go short until there will be impulsive movement up. We also can spot the volatility structure, time frames. Let's say this is very important support. So market is getting volatile, and maybe we will see changing of the trend here. Momentum down, so still we would like to go short here. Short, still short. Again, you can see the volatility here, and market then just go down. Consolidation go down. Now we are getting volatile again, so nice structure to open short position. And actually, I was thinking that the market should go up because I expected uh, I put there different market like Dow Jones, and these markets went the market is under a bull run. So yeah. But definitely, I am just commenting what my chart is telling me. So if you just stick with this basic law of price action, I I believe that you should be like profitable. Okay, then we have the let's say the top of the pyramid, and it is trade levels and timing. What does determine a successful trade? It is entry level and exit levels. It's timing. For example, here, okay, I will go full time. Okay, sorry. For example, here, this was my trade on Cardano. I using this strategy also at the cryptocurrency market, and let's say all the markets, stocks, forex, definitely forex, and other more. So this was Cardano, also impulsive movement up, and I was just speculating for retesting this swing high, and market just went there, and the movement continued. So in this case, I was just about also opening a new long position until there will be some signs of weakness or changing the trend. I am still longing the position. So yeah, timing is very important because we need use the second and third level of pyramid to get our timings. We know the direction, but with momentum movement, but we need this. And in this case, I use let's say pullback strategy to swing level because I have really nice history and indices how should market should behave, and I just let's say it was like perfect entry, in this wake of the candle, and then market went up. We would like to share in this webinar really interesting information, and this is very valuable information. And this is not like let's say that we just crossing indicators. We are just reading the story as a book, and we can go through complex analysis to, let's say, really fast scalping. This is what is this webinar about. And finally, we go to the content of our trading program. And This is it, learning from the actual situation of the market. If you will stick with our program, we will do our reviews every day. We are, let's say, analyzing markets, opening trades every day, and you can learn from us how we are doing that. The second one is the access to the classes records. Every class will be recorded, and then you will have the access to repeat it again whenever you want, maybe to memorize more, or maybe you, let's say you didn't catch everything and you need to repeat it for yourself. Practicing a pattern on the training simulator. Also, as a rebate trader, we need to backtest a new strategy and to believe it. We need to believe it, and this is what trading simulator is about. So with this, you will have our support, and maybe we will comment your trades. Also, it is much more faster way than taking only simulated trades in real time. With replay, you can just go back to the history and replay it much faster. You can do more trades. You can watch us trading real money with strategies we share with you and learn. We are professional traders. We are not just selling our program. We are making money from markets. I start full-time trading 2 years before ago, and until then I just, let's say, working with the team with more markets. And for me, it's very important to share valuable information to people to, let's say, understand trading more profitable way. There are a lot of schools in the market, in the internet, on the internet. But for me, the price action, it was the only one thing which worked for me. And another thank you, what you will get from us, that we will review your trades every lesson. So after the lesson, you can exercise, you can take even a real trade if you will believe in yourself, and then we can go through that with you, and we will comment on that. This is really something which is not common. So this is for me, let's say, it's touching my soul that we can also do that for you, to have individual approach, which is another thing in our program. And of course, personal coach assistants. We will talk how you feel, and definitely every trader, even if he is like going to master level, he need a coach. And if you are like beginner or maybe intermediate trader, this is something which you will appreciate. We are working with the team. And let's say my co-trader is Jan Sikorski. He is trading market for 10 years. He also was trader at trading desk in Minsk. He was trading mainly stocks for 5 years with clients' money. So this is something which thing I believe that this is very not usual to have this kind of offering. Uh, yeah, this was really, I think, everything from our webinar, let's term of offering. But if you want, we can go through different markets also. Just, how it's working. It's amazing. This, for example, BNB coin, it made like more than 100% for 2 months. And we are trading also crypto, so you can see moment of movements, pullback, moment of movements. It is corrective movement down. You can open along, momentum up. We had this kind of structure, momentum up, and this coin went from like 24, 0024 till 0044 at the moment, and now we are a little bit now downtrend, but we are expecting bounce, and after a moment of movement up, moment of candles, we will go long definitely. Another tip, for example, this Cardano, also moment of movements up, corrective, moment of up, corrective, higher volatility, maybe changing of the trend. So this is kind of method which will help you. Even from this webinar, you got really, really interesting and very valuable information how to approach the market. With our program, you will get, let's say, also our setup and time the trade with what we want to say, what we want to see from particular situation of the market. Okay, I think for me this is all. The webinar was a little bit shorter than I thought, but if there is any question, we can go through it. And I don't see any question here. Let's check. I will just check if there is any question. If there is no question, then I will close the webinar. So thank you for attending, everyone. And yeah, I wish you the best trades, the best setups to take and to be a better trader. So see you later.